Hello, everybody, and finally, welcome to a product review. It has been a couple weeks because we have had nothing but technical difficulties, one right after another. I tested just a while ago on YouTube. It's allowing the stream to go through. I have no idea what algorithms our our product review company uses, and Facebook is having difficulties communicating, but I'm tired of it. So we're going to go to YouTube and we're going to see what happens. Folks, for the newcomers that's here, I know there'll be a few newcomers. You can write your comments. They're live right over here. We will read them afterwards. And so what we normally do is I will do a product review and I'll go through its entirety, which will usually take anywhere from 5 to 6 minutes. Then I'll go back and I'll read our comments one at a time, and hopefully we'll get a lot of our followers from Facebook over here because they always ask such great questions. And your questions don't have to be just about the product we're going to review, but if you do got some about that, feel free to jump right in. All right, folks, we're going to pipe down and we're going to get started on our product review for the first time on YouTube. Welcome everybody to a product review. Tonight's product, we're going to go over our Homestyle Sweet Barbecue Sauce. And we'll do this just like we always do. These product reviews will be live, so you'll see how we like them and what we don't like. First off, the bottle itself, it's a plastic bottle. So you can ship this, you can set this on your shelf, it can fall down, everything will be just fine. On the label itself, on one side, we have our nutrition panel. We have the ingredient statements and then any allergens down there. This product is MSG free. It is gluten free, but it does contain anchovies in the Worcestershire sauce. So that is listed. On the front, you have our logo, the name of the product, which is our Homestyle Sweet Sauce. It is a 16-ounce bottle. On this side, you can see it has our Pitmaster logo and just a quick brief description of the product itself. Now, looking at the product and everything, as you can see, it is a thicker style sauce, okay? It's not what I would call a red barbecue sauce. It's kind of brown. And what we'll do is we'll open this up. Usually if it's a spice rub or something, and I'll do it with this also, I'll kind of get a whiff. I'll get an aroma, and I'll tell you what I'm smelling. I smell molasses. That's about all I'm smelling on it. So what we'll do is we'll pour some out on this. As you can see how thick it is pouring. Look at that. See, that will coat your meat very well. Let's start with that right there. See the top of this? See how that's coated the inside of the jar? That is exactly what it will do with the meat that you're going to put this on. It will coat it completely and set up like a beautiful glaze. Now, I'll let you see what we have, and then I'm going to turn it up so you can kind of see what we call a run test on sauce. You can see the thickness of it because it isn't a watery sauce at all. So this will kind of show you how thick the product is. Now that it's thinned out on that top, I'm going to let you see there is a few spice particles in there, as you can see right there. Let's taste it. Let's see what we're getting. I do get the sweetness. I get the molasses. I get just a touch of I want to say a vinegary type bite, but it's not the overpowering flavor that I get with it. I can taste or feel some of those spice particles in there. So that's definitely a plus. Let's get another one. Very, very good flavor. This would marry very well with chicken, pork ribs, pork chops, burnt ends, just about anything, but especially with the thickness of it, of the product itself. That is our Homestyle Sweet Sauce. It can be found on our website under our sauces and oils, or go to any of our retail stores and just ask them where the Butcher Barbecue products are, and that's where you'll find the barbecue sauce. Well, folks, that's a product review. That's all we do. We do this once a week on Wednesdays. I'd love to have everyone log in and go live on Facebook. I'm sorry, I'm stuck on Facebook, on YouTube with us. To my knowledge, this is where we're going to work at. I don't know of any issues right here. We'll try to let all of our audience know over there to come over. Greg, I appreciate you texting me, asking me if it's going live. I appreciate you tuning in. But yeah, that's all I've got. I'm sorry to be so short and sweet with this, but I wanted to at least do the product review. There's not any other questions that's come through, so I'm going to leave it at that. Oh, Grant, there he is. Good evening. Don't you love tech? Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship. There's no doubt about that. But Grant, thanks for joining in. We just did our product review. There's not a lot of comments or questions here, so we're going to probably cut this short, and I will be able to advertise it next week that we're doing it over here now that we understand that there's just been some complications between the two companies, I guess. I'm sure it's a simple algorithm that one wants done and the other one's not doing or something. But if I'd have known, we wouldn't have started over there 30 minutes ago trying to make this go live. Yeah, it was a great sauce. It makes an awesome sandwich. Yeah, it does. And some ribs and beans. Yeah, it's a great additive to baked beans barbecue. I did want to throw this out there since we're doing this sauce. A great product for this, or a great way to use this if you like to mop, is if you was to take this, since this is such a thick product, if you was to add this some apple juice to it. I personally, I like Dr. Pepper or sweet tea. Shake it up and blend it, and then you can mop with it as well as use it as a glaze at the end. But that mopping really goes a long way, and I like it a lot. Grant is asking how sweet it is. That's a great question. Let's jump back to two things. On a heat scale of a 1 to 10, 10 being hot, this is a 1. I get no heat whatsoever. Sweetness on the same scale, I would say this is probably an 8. It's definitely on the sweet side. So let's go with that. Thank you, Grant, for asking that. Greg, I see you ask rubs. I'm assuming. Oh, on some, I got it. It's up for you from your post before. Thank you, I do appreciate it. Yeah. Well, folks, sorry to be so short about this, but I've got to get off here, and I've got to do some homework. I got to figure out what's going on. But I do appreciate it. Sorry, folks, but next week we'll get back into the norm a little bit, and we'll have our trivia question. I know Grant will probably win it. He wins all of them, it seems like. Thanks, everyone, and I really appreciate y'all listening in.